Hello. My name is Elliot, and today I'm going to show you some of our recent updates. It is the end of December in 2024. We just launched a bunch of new updates, so I'm excited to share them with you. In this video, we're going to go over 3 updates to the iPad app and then 3 updates to the backend. Some small updates, some bigger ones, and just overall bunch of improvements to the system. First things first is we launched a paid in, paid out feature. This is a way for you to add and remove cash from your register that is not related to sales. So think of, paying your window cleaner when they come in. They'll clean your windows. The cashier will then give the window washer, $20 from the register, and then they have a way to record that now. So when you're in the iPad, you can click View Register Session. This is going to pull up your closing statement. You don't have to close the register. But you now have these 2 buttons in the bottom corner. You can click Add Cash or Remove Cash. Add cash, you'd be adding money to the system. Remove cash, you'd be removing money from the system. If I click Remove Cash, I'm going to do $25. And then I'm going to say Window Washer. And then I'm going to save it. Now it's saved. Now I can see on my closing statement there's $25 removed. Everything flows. I could then close the register if I want. If not, I could just click the X. And at the end of the day, when I do want to close my register, it will display on my closing receipt and it'll have the note on it. It'll also flow to the back end, so you can pull that up anytime. And it will only affect things like your deposit. The next update we have is a small one, but something that people are asking for. So currently at the bottom of all receipts, by default, there is a message that says something like, when you buy something from a small business, the owner does a happy dance. We give you the ability to turn that off. If you go into settings, then general, you'll see a setting here that says display small business appreciation message. Turn that on, you turn that off. If it's on, it will display. If it's off, it will not display. And it's just a fun little update. The third update we have to the POS app is for those boutiques who don't have a standard gift card system set up and are not paying for those gift cards. But we have the ability now to add gift cards to the system. So in the iPad, you're going to click on the gift cards button. At the top right, you're going to see the add button. You're going to then choose the balance and the gift card number, and then click Add Gift Card. That will then be stored in your system for future use. Customer comes in to redeem it. You can then search for that gift card and then add as a store credit to the customer who's using the gift card. So then they'll be able to just check out seamlessly in store. Okay, now onto the back end, to the web app. We have 3 updates to the web app. We got one around employees, and then one around shipping labels, one around barcode labels. So first on employees, we added a iPad-only employee. When you come into employees, you have the ability to choose whether or not that employee is going to be for, a cashier running transactions on the iPad in store, or if they're going to be in the back end and they're going to be, managing inventory and things like that. So when I click Add Employee, I'm going to start adding the employee the same way. I'm going to choose a role, so I can still choose whatever role I want. I'm going to select a pin for that employee, which is a little different. In the past, the employee would pick their own pin. You can always edit that pin later. And then if this is just an iPad-only employee, I'm just going to click this Add Employee button, and I'm done. That's just that employee will now be in the system, immediately able to use the iPad. Clock in and out. You can do whatever they want. Then if I'm adding an employee for the computer as well, so that they're able to, manage inventory, text customers, do whatever they want, I'm going to click this little checkbox for back office access. It's going to ask me to put the employee's email address, and then it's going to be the same flow as last time where I click invite employee. It's going to then send an email to the employee. The employee is going to be in the inactive state until they accept their invitation. And then once they accept their invitation, they'll set their password and they'll have the ability to do whatever you give them permission to do in the backend. The second update we have is around label printing. So we've added 2 new label templates. So the first one is Avery 5167. Second one is Dymo 30347. The Dymo 30347, which is just a shorter version of the Dymo 30336. If you find the Dymo 30336 to be a little bit too long, this one's about 30% smaller. The other one we've added is the Avery 5167, which is just a much smaller version of the Avery 5160, which is nice to have. And then another big improvement we added is if you do print on Avery label sheets, you now can choose a starting position by choosing a starting row and a starting column. So now if I want to start at row 6, column 3, I'm going to print these labels. You're going to see on my screen now, it's starting in the middle of the page because that's where that row and column start. And I'll just click print, and then we'll just print in the right spot. No need to waste labels anymore. which is nice. Another update we've done on the back end is when you are printing a shipping label for a Shoptiques order, we now ask you if you want to print on an 8.5 by 11 label or if you want to print on a 4 by 6 label. When I come to my POS or if I click from the email, I click print shipping label. That's then going to ask me 8.5 by 11 or 4 by 6. 8.5 by 11 is that standard paper size. 4 by 6 is meant for a label printer. Printing with a label printer makes it look a little bit more professional, saves you some time, saves you some tape, and then if I click that 4 by 6, it will then show me my shipping label, ready to go, straight to be put on the package. So those are our updates for today. Hopefully we'll have a bunch more updates in the next few months. We're looking forward to hitting the ground running in 2025. Thanks so much.